Today I want to talk about all the self-care that goes into being a model. There are a few different categories under this topic. There's skincare, hair care, body care, and those are the ones I want to talk about today. I don't want to get into nutrition or workout. Those topics are really subjective to how everyone is different. I don't feel comfortable speaking about them on a broad basis, but do let me know if you want to see a video on how I work out, because I haven't done that yet. And like I mentioned in my last video, I'm trying to put on muscle, so the way that I work out is very specific. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that. Back to the topic at hand. Today's video about self-care as a model. Self-care in the modeling industry is very important, and it is a part of your job that you're doing off the clock when you have the time. The reason for this is because some of these steps take quite a bit of time. They're not the kind of thing that you can do like 20 minutes before you have to leave. So it's something you have to be doing regularly in order to be what my agency calls print ready, which means at any given moment you are ready for a photo shoot, for a booking, whatever. All this self-care is to help you stay ready at all times for jobs. Again, the reason why this can't just be done as you're notified that someone's interested in booking you is because they need to know before they book you, before they want to work with you, that you don't have like a spray tan on or false eyelashes or nail extensions.
A lot of times clients will actually ask for digitals from that day to make sure you look like what they need you to look like in order for them to book you. If you're not ready on the spot, then you've just missed an opportunity.
Because a lot of those things, in order to correct them or reverse them, takes a lot of time. It's better to just be ready all the time. So this is what I do to make sure I'm print ready at all times. I'll call myself out real quick. I do have nail polish on. I broke a nail last week and I didn't want it to keep chipping and flaking off, so I put nail polish on so that the nail could grow out and not keep breaking. I did just use regular polish, so this would be a 3-minute fix if I did need to, take digitals in my hands without nail polish on them. So a little bit of a hypocrite, but I was doing it so that I wouldn't continue to have a broken nail. All right, so let's start off with the first category, which is skincare. Skincare is a huge part of how I prepare myself for modeling. Now, it's very well known that photo editing is really accessible. So if you have skin that's not super clear, it's pretty easy to edit out a pimple in a photo, but it costs a lot more to have a retoucher fix something than for a makeup artist to fix something, or for you to just be proactive and try and fix something yourself. So I follow a pretty detailed skincare routine to try and make sure that my skin is looking the best at all times. The goal of my morning skincare routine is hydration. It's so important as a model that your skin is hydrated. Makeup doesn't look good on skin that's dry. And a hydrating primer can only do so much to help on the day of. It's better to just treat hydration over long term and be proactive. Do makeup artists a favor, hydrate your skin. Try and clean your skin the best you can, take care of it the best you can, just to ensure that things go smoothly for you on set. Let's follow up with my night skincare routine. I do try and combat a few different things with my night skincare routine. Retinoid for anti-aging, chemical exfoliant to make sure my skin's exfoliated. This routine, in conjunction with touching my face the least amount possible, and also changing my pillowcase every single night, helps keep my skin really clear. Occasionally I do get hormonal zits, but they're not as big of a concern because the rest of my face is always looking good. Second category is hair care. You want to try and care for your hair in a way that will keep it sleek and smooth. Hair is like skin, in the fact that if it's dry, it's harder to deal with on a photo shoot. Additionally, showing up to set with greasy hair, it's probably not the best thing. Make sure you're washing your hair. A few other things to keep in mind with hair: make sure when you're styling your hair you're using a heat protectant. Just like how dry hair isn't great for photo shoots, damaged hair also isn't great for photo shoots. And then when you're sleeping, sleep in a protective style like a braid, or if you have a silk cap that you can wear, because that will help to decrease frizz, decrease breakage, keep your hair shiny. I'm definitely not an expert on hair care whatsoever. I just pick up little things every time I go to the hairstylist and try and implement it, but comment down any hair care tips. I really appreciate it. Okay, category 3, self-care as a model. This one is a little bit straightforward, but I'm gonna bring it up anyway because it's important, and I do see people who struggle with this, and that's oral hygiene. make sure you're brushing your teeth every day, twice a day. Make sure you're flossing. Category 4 of model maintenance is full body care. This is not in reference to exercise or diet. This is just exfoliating your skin, moisturizing your skin. It's a theme in this video that you should not be dehydrated anywhere. No part of your body should be dry. You can tell in photos when someone's skin is not moisturized because it just looks flat. So aside from moisturizing your skin to repair it, you also need to shave your body. Now this is an industry standard, it's not my personal opinion on body hair. Legs, bikini, armpits, those are the main areas. And after you do all that skin care, don't forget to put sunscreen on your skin before you go outside. If you show up to set with a sunburn, they're not gonna be very happy. Put on the SPF. Category 5 is nail care. Now, I made a detailed video about my nail care. I'll link that so I don't have to re-explain everything super in detail. But basically for nails, you're supposed to keep them trimmed, keep them clear, no polish on them, trim up your cuticles, trim any hangnails. It's kind of unfortunate, but if you are someone who does enjoy having nail extensions, designs on your nails, just keep in mind that that will be an issue for clients and an issue for your agent. And that brings me to the end of this video. That is everything that I do to care for myself, keep myself ready for any jobs. Now, it is kind of a lot, so I like to break it up into different days to make sure that I'm not doing everything all at once. And there are some things that only need to be repeated every week, every 2 weeks. It's definitely helpful to get into a routine of doing these things if you're a model, because it takes the stress away from trying to get ready for a booking or a casting in like an hour and trying to, fix all these things that you weren't prepared for. And it also keeps me having peace of mind that I know I'm not missing out on opportunities because I'm not caring for myself the right way. And I know everything that I have just described is just to fit into a certain standard set by society and by the industry, but that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy doing it and feel a lot of self-love while you're doing it.
I know most of these are just good hygiene practices that everyone could be doing anyway, but in this case, it's a requirement for work. That's the standard that is set. You have to do these things or you can't work. So the stakes are higher and you have to meet the industry standard.
So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like and leave a comment if you have any more tips for taking care of superficial physical self-care. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!